God's blessings to everyone. This is a DGHradio.com United States Virgin Islands news update, and I'm reporter DKS reporting the news for September 13th, covering the latest developments from across the U.S. Virgin Islands. Today, we take a closer look at critical updates in government spending, disaster recovery, power outages, housing, public health, and community initiatives shaping life across the territory. The Virgin Islands legislature has approved a sweeping budget package for fiscal year 2026, featuring a notable raise in the minimum salary for government workers. The new base pay has been set at $35,000 annually, a move aimed at attracting and retaining talent in essential services. Officials say the increase will be funded by reallocating savings from vacant positions. The spending plan spans education, judicial services, waste management, and community recreation. Lawmakers emphasize that this shift must be managed carefully to avoid wage compression and fiscal overreach. Meanwhile, disaster recovery officials have signaled that hundreds of post-hurricane rebuilding projects, some dating back to 2017, may not reach completion until 2035 unless progress accelerates. While funding is in place for schools, hospitals, roads, and homes, issues such as contractor shortages and logistical delays continue to challenge the timeline. Lawmakers are calling for more transparency in milestones and clearer timelines for key projects. Affordable housing remains at the forefront of concern. Rising construction costs driven by supply issues and insurance premiums are complicating efforts to expand housing access. One major program designed to assist moderate-income homebuyers is facing early termination due to depleted funds. In response, officials are considering strategies to keep the initiative alive, including redirecting federal resources and launching revolving loan models. New regulations are also on the table. A proposal to register and tax short-term rentals has advanced, with the goal of funding more affordable housing options across the territory. In the legal arena, new civil litigation has been filed against tobacco companies and local vendors, citing health damages tied to long-term product marketing. Separately, legal proceedings are moving forward in high-profile land and fraud disputes, including updates on a marina development and a narrowed fraud case. Persistent power problems continue to impact residents in the St. Thomas-St. John district. Rolling blackouts have been reported due to aging infrastructure and mechanical failures. Officials say underground wiring projects on St. Croix are part of long-term improvements, but they are causing temporary traffic disruptions. Meanwhile, the Housing Authority has stepped in to cover thousands of dollars in monthly waste removal expenses at various sites due to lapses in payments from the Waste Management Authority. There's some good news on St. Croix, where plans are moving forward to convert a historic building into a state-of-the-art recycling hub. The project is expected to support waste reduction, job creation, and sustainability. And at the ports, fees are set to rise. The Virgin Islands Port Authority has approved tariff increases for marine services to help fund future upgrades. Reactions are mixed, with concerns about the potential trickle-down effect on consumer prices and tourism. In youth development, a well-known training program for young people is relocating to a larger space, aiming to expand hands-on opportunities in catering and baking. Advocates say these programs are critical to helping young adults develop career-ready skills in core industries. On the sports front, the Lady Rovers have secured their second consecutive title in the Women's Premier League, marking another milestone in the growing popularity of women's soccer. The men's division is heating up as well, with the top 4 teams now locked in for playoff action. At the University of the Virgin Islands, cross-country season kicks off this weekend, with teams competing locally and regionally in hopes of improving their standings. A tragic crash on St. Croix has claimed the life of a motorcyclist, prompting an investigation into road safety measures. Meanwhile, 3 new cases of dengue fever have been confirmed, prompting health officials to issue mosquito control warnings. Two popular beaches on St. Croix have been temporarily closed due to high levels of harmful bacteria, and strong currents at Trunk Bay have led to a string of water emergencies, urging visitors to exercise caution. Environmental issues are also top of mind. A major coral bleaching event has been reported at Buck Island, signaling the impact of rising ocean temperatures, and a significant influx of sargassum seaweed is affecting coastlines, with cleanup and repurposing efforts now underway. In land use news, a controversial zoning proposal is drawing public opposition, with residents concerned about overdevelopment and its effects on neighborhood character and the environment. The Virgin Islands music community is mourning the loss of beloved local artist Javon Sasso, remembered for his electrifying performances and deep community ties. Friends, fans, and fellow musicians are sharing memories of his artistry and influence. Meanwhile, there's a push to launch a new free outdoor concert series, with community support driving the final selection for a major grant. Also coming soon, Gospel in Paradise, a concert event celebrating hope and healing through gospel music, featuring local and regional talent. Across the mainland, Americans pause to remember the victims of 9/11 on the 24th anniversary of the attacks. The observances come amid concerns over public health programs supporting survivors. Political tensions remain high after the assassination of a conservative activist, reigniting conversations around safety and civil discourse. On Capitol Hill, the latest defense spending bill has sparked debate, with provisions addressing both military funding and social policy. And finally, global climate shifts are hitting close to home, with the territory's coral reefs and marine life feeling the effects. As a tropical wave brews in the Atlantic, regional preparedness remains key to safeguarding communities against the growing threat of extreme weather. That wraps up our Virgin Islands news briefing for this evening. From rebuilding efforts to cultural triumphs, the territory is navigating a pivotal moment in its journey, balancing resilience, reform, and renewal. These and other issues are of great concern within the islands. What do you think are some good solutions? Let us know your thoughts by texting your comments to 1-315-898-149. You can also join our WhatsApp group and get the news, weather, and other insightful information delivered right to your smartphone. To join, text JOIN to 1-315-898-1449. Please include your name in the text message. You will receive a call to verify your request. I'm your reporter, DKS, delivering this report for DGH. Remember, DKS, DGH, together we dream kindly, speak deeply, and give hope, because on DGHradio.com, the news never sleeps. Goodbye for now. Ciao.